name is Weise. I go to Surprise Campus and I'm a senior at Paradise Honors High School. Well, I think tithing is 10% of your money that you have that you give towards God and the church. But realistically, what it truly is, I think it is a declaration that you trust God with your finances. It's declaring that, okay, I have money, but I know it's not mine. I got challenged to give my money back to God when I found myself in a position making money. I, had that joy of getting my first paycheck and looking at it and being like, oh my gosh, I just made this and like, this is mine. I started realizing as well that I was growing in my faith that, it's not my money and that is God's money. God has privileged me with this money and that what I'm doing with it needs to be thought through. It needs to be taken into account, like what I'm actually doing with it. I've found that generosity is something that I needed to work on a lot. I felt like I was focusing on the wrong things and that maybe tithing was a discipline that could not only just benefit me, in going to church, having that discipline, but that's something that radiates throughout the rest of my life. After I stopped my first job because of a couple health issues, not making money, and knowing that, okay, I have this discipline of tithing, what do I do now? Do I stop? Do I keep tithing? Do I give more? What do I do? When things became difficult, I continued to practice tithing because I knew that above everything else that I trust God. And how can I say that I trust God if I don't trust Him with the money that I have and with my finances? And I found myself in a position in that, okay, I can stay with, being very conscious about my money and keeping it to me, keeping it safe, being worried about it all the time, or I can trust God with it and I can, I can give Him a 10% or even more. Inside of all of us, we have two sides, right? We have the side that pulls toward that envy, that greed, the insecurity, and we have that side that pulls towards joy and love and generosity. And, obviously one of them is gonna win, but whatever you feed is what's gonna win. I would feed the good side of you by, number one, find a mentality that is less focused on worry. Lean on God, especially in times where you know that you struggle to lean on God. Give not just financially, but give, personally, give intentionally in friendships, give to the family member that you haven't given time to a lot. Give to the relationship that you've neglected. Push yourself to go out of your comfort zone with generosity and know that it's not just a dollar being put into a tithing bin, but it's the why behind the dollar that's going into the bin. I found myself being more conscious about, my heart and where it's focused on and what the true meaning of giving really is, what generosity is, and that it's not just that I'm giving money. It's the why behind the money that's, the most important part.